Have you ever been trapped in your dreams? Well, Asleep is a level editor puzzle platformer video game that follows the story of Remy, a girl trapped in her dreams that in order to wake up she has to solve puzzles and reach an objective.
Asleep seeks to reinforce concepts of graphical and logical game design by providing the tools to create custom levels with varying difficulty and challenge.
The flexibility these tools provide will encourage the user to think of clever ways to present challenges to a player while keeping it fun, and learn what makes up a good level in a game. The game intends to provoke the player's capacity to solve puzzles under pressure while being pursued by the nightmare. As the game progresses, it's our goal to make the player feel excited, have a sense of adventure and curiosity.
First, I'm going to start by giving a little overview of our webpage, which is where you can find our video game as well as other interesting information and related features. So our webpage starts with this welcoming section where you can find the logo and a brief description of our platform. And as well, it is in this part where we encourage the user to play our video game Asleep. If you click play now, you will be taken to the video game section where you will have the opportunity to play Asleep and try out all of its features that we will explain with much more detail later on. Also, if we continue with our navigation bar and go to About, you will be taken to a section where you can learn more about what the video game consists of, its storyline, as well as more detailed information about the mechanics and features of the Maker and Play mode. Now that we're in this section, maybe it's also worth mentioning that, as I said earlier, the video game's main character is a girl named Remy, and she's trapped in a dream from which she has to wake up before the nightmare reaches her first. In terms of the video game, this translates to the user having to solve a series of puzzles within a limited amount of time to reach the end portal, which results in the passing of the level. Next, if we go to the tutorial section, you will encounter an introductory video about sleep that teaches the user basic knowledge about the video game's mechanics, as well as a guide for how to use the Maker and game mode. Finally, we can go to the statistics section where we display a series of graphs that show relevant information, mainly for the administrator of the video game and not so much for the user, because they are focused on showing the user's activity and interaction within the platform.
This is our statistics dashboard. We have 5 graphs that provide information to la Asociación Mexicana de Videojuegos. The first one consists of a timeline chart that shows the time difference between our user first and last connection. The purpose of this is to show our most loyal players. The second one is a donut chart showing the numbers of levels created by each user. If we hover over the chart, it shows us the number of levels. For our bar charts, the first one shows the most active users by times they have logged in the game. The second bar chart shows the most played levels, which indicates popularity. And lastly, we have a drop-down list which retrieves all of the levels from the database and shows them. According to the level we choose, the best 5 times of the level and the users who accomplished them are shown.
When we open up the game, we're taken to the login and sign up screen. Here we can enter our credentials to either log in to the game and play with our username, or register and create a new account to enter with. We need a username and a password to enter, so I'm gonna use a username that we already used. And then we're given access to the game. So this is the main screen of the game, the main menu. We have 4 buttons: the credits, the create mode, the level select, and the sign out button. I'm gonna go through the create mode first. Okay, so this is the create mode. This is how it looks like. You move with the arrows, and that's basically it. There's a grid, like kind of a grid where the blocks get put in, and we have 4 categories of blocks. Here is where we create our level. Obviously, we have 4 categories of blocks. The first one are the building blocks, which are this black block, the purple box, the portal goal, and the villain, which we call Emer. So the black block is basically the floor of the level. It serves to like build the platforms and build the floor and like the basis of the level. Then we have the box, which we can interact with in the play mode. Like when we're playing actually level, we can push it and move it around, and we can jump on it, so it helps us get from one place to the other. Then we have the portal goal. This is like the goal that the player has to reach in order to like finish the game, to pass it. And this is our beloved character Emer, which is basically the subconscious of Remy, and it paralyzes you when you touch it. So touch her, they. So yeah, you get paralyzed and you lose time. That's basically the purpose of that villain. Next we have the portals and Dreamcatcher section. The portals work this way. You have to put 2 portals and a Dreamcatcher. The Dreamcatcher acts as a key, and then once you have grabbed the Dreamcatcher, you can go through the portals and interact with them. The portals can be placed anywhere in the game, like literally on top of each other or like on opposite corners of the game. It doesn't matter. That's like the creative liberty we decided to give the players to have, so they can move around elements as much as they want to and create their own personal level. Next we have the doors and levers section. Oh, we have forgot to mention, we have 3 different colors of Dreamcatchers. Each Dreamcatcher and portal corresponds to the color they are most look alike. So yeah, if obviously the pink portal, the pink Dreamcatcher will open the pink portal, and so on. Then we have the levers and doors section. In here we have the doors, which are these kind of weird looking black block which has like dots on it, and the lever, which is this great looking gray artifact. So if we press the lever, the doors will be activated, and if we press it back, the doors will be activated again or closed. It's like a toggle switch for the doors, and we can place the doors however we want to. The doors have a simple sprite. I can show it to you. So when you deactivate the doors, these only the dots are left, and when you activate them again, the black background appears again. The last section of the elements you have availability to create with are these, which are the decoration elements, which are only to make the level look a little bit more good. I don't know. Yeah. Next we have, once you have your whole level, and once you have all the elements you want to for the level to be composed of, then you can assign a level name. I'm just gonna put test 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can assign a time in which the player has to pass this level, like a limit time. Once you have that, you can test it first. You have already seen me press the test button, but I didn't explain it. So when you press the test button, you can actually test the level with all its mechanics, with all its features. I will not be able to pass this level because I did not design it correctly, or maybe if no, I will not. But either way, it's yeah. So that's how the test button works, and you can save the level. I'm gonna save it this time. So you press save, it uploads to the database, and then you can hit back to menu, and then you can hit the level select. Okay, so in the level select we have a list of all the levels that are available to play. These are levels that users have created previously, and they all each have information like the title, the user that created the level, the number of times that the level has been played, and the date in which it was created. So we down here, if we scroll down, we can see the test 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the level we've just created, and we're gonna press it. And this is the play mode. This is where you can actually play the game and the level you design, and see if it works as an actual level, or if you have to keep working on your level design skills. We have a feature, and if you press escape, there's a pause menu. You can resume, restart, or quit the game. If you hit quit, you're taken back to the level select, and that's basically it. That's basically the whole game. We have a credit scene. Yeah, with the credits, they appear a bit slow, but they'll eventually show up here. And we have a sign out button that when you sign up, then when you press, you get sign out of the game, and you get back to the login screen and sign up.
In the future development of the game, we could add a rating system that consists of a score from 1 to 5 and reviews, which could lead us to have rankings and be able to show other information and the statistics.
The future improvements for the game could be, for example, to add a story mode in which the player has a little bit more of a journey through the story of Remy. We could add more construction elements to make the games more customizable. We can add more characters and antagonists, such as an Emer 2. We can add other mechanics, such as dragging the boxes instead of just pushing them, so it has a little bit more of a kind of a natural feeling to the game. And we can enable level drafts and level editing based on the user that created it. So the user can edit features of the level that has previously been created and upload it again to the database.
Okay, so regarding the web page, a thing that we really could improve is the security aspect, mainly because right now the usernames and passwords are not as protected as we would like. And we think that if we would like to scale the project in the future, this could be an issue. And yeah, and basically that's everything for this video, and we really hope you enjoyed it and that you feel encouraged to play it asleep in the future.